are seriously crazy. I mean, you're seriously perverted. This rascal is frightened of the camera. And you telling me he's the funniest man in America. But performing the Negro gets you real kudos. Real kudos. Some people grow out of it. Denzel only barely performed the Negro. Just barely. And by the time he achieved some maturity and some control, he imposed rules on casting and the construction of his character. Morgan Freeman has had a less fortunate beginning than Denzel. Morgan has played some really duplicitous role. But he extracted some dignity out of that as well. But I don't want to go any further than that. But I think Vogel you're right, Vogel is very valuable in many kinds of ways.
And segueing into the next part, related to that, I was very thankful for what you said about the methodology of Manning Marvel's Malcolm X book, and because I didn't read it closely, but it struck me as gossipy, and that was really you're talking about his reliance on police reports is very helpful. But so this just an open-ended question. I mean, how would you begin thinking more about what that book is trying to do, and then what it's going to end up being as a phenomenon in the world?
Yeah. The biography of Malcolm X. Malcolm has not been served well by biographers. Either the original, what was the rascal's name? Alex Haley, or Manning himself. Other elements of Malcolm's life have been just extraordinarily well elucidated by Manning. This is the most complete construction of Malcolm's mother that you'll find in the research. This is the first time she became something other than Malcolm's mother. In the autobiography, her political agency is entirely evacuated. Almost entirely evacuated. So what is preserved is this woman who is a schizophrenic, not being, is institutionalized and not recognizing her son. But her work in Omaha, her work in Canada, her work elsewhere in the States, Marable has powerfully recaptured that. So that there's some interesting and useful things in the autobiography that I really enjoy. But remember, Manning wrote this over a 20-year period, if not more. Have you ever, no, you guys are too young to have written anything over a 20-year period. But sometimes it's clear that a young Marable is writing as opposed to a mature Marable. So some chapters were obviously completed and left. And one of the indicators is the footnotes, the reference notes. Some of the reference notes are dated. And you ask yourself, well, we know that there was work done subsequent to that. Why aren't you referring to it? And if Manning had lived, those of you who don't know the story, Manning died on a Friday. His book was published the next Monday. So he didn't have to respond to any of his critics. And there are these tantalizing fragments in Manning's book. We know that from Manning's research, we know that parts of the autobiography were held back, some chapters were never have been made public. But Manning got to see those chapters. He said in an interview with Amy, is that right? That he had access to them for 15 minutes. And you know, unless you're talking about radiation poisoning, 15 minutes is just insufficient. And why would you agree to even that? Tell the brother who has owned those papers, you know. Who was he? Does anybody know who?
He was a lawyer in Detroit, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, a lawyer in Detroit.
Unfortunately, or fortunately, the people who are here to serve us food are here with the reception. We've gone like way over our time. So come back Monday and continue the conversation.